about Chapter 24, Capital Budgeting and Investment Analysis. Again, capital budgeting. You analyze, long-term investments and decide which assets to acquire and sell. And long-term means over a year. Again, you want to submit a proposal. Look and evaluate proposals. Review them. And then you want to pick which one best fits your budget and your company's goals. Again, they require a lot of consideration, and they're very difficult and risky because, again, many things here. Outcomes uncertain. Looks like you want to buy a new building. You want to buy a new company. And a lot of times, large amounts involved. You might, buy $1 million companies, possibly even billions, like when Disney acquired Fox. Another thing, too, there's no undo button. Once you buy or you sign, you're done. And it's a long-term commitment. I might sign a 10-year lease or 10-year loan. Well, can't get out of it now. And again, here, you got certain things over the life of the asset. Acquisition. How much initial cash outflow? You have to estimate. What are my revenues going to be? My inflows. And then, at the end of it, will I dispose of it? Will I even get any value for it? Or will I lose money on it? Okay, now, we got to evaluate each proposal by starting the first one, the payback period. It says, how long roughly does it take, if I cost the investment over my estimated cash flow? And obviously, you want this one to be short because it means, obviously, you got your money back faster. You recovered it. Selling price, cash flow. So here it takes about 3.9 years to recover your investment. Again, this one depends on the company. Some companies are willing to wait 3.9 years. Other ones aren't. So say, oh, no, we need to be a little shorter. What's in your goal? What's in your budget? And if you have uneven cash flows, obviously, you're not going to have even cash flows. Most of the time, you have uneven ones. So you look at it. It says, all right, in between this period, 4 and 5, you have 4.2 years now. Again, initially it's going to be in parentheses because you spend that $16,000. And every year you make money, you bring in cash flows, it's going down up until, of course, then you recover it. And again, payback period has some strength. It's usually cash flows. That's a good thing. Not your net income, only cash flow. Easy to use. The only real drawback is, is cash flows, the time value of money. We all know money loses value over time. And again, for the cash flows, you cumulative cash flows. Again here, start with $75,000 investment. Between year 3 and 4, you recovered it. You take the fraction there, about a half a year. So here you got to wait 3.5 years to recover your investment. Are you able to? And can you wait? Would you even want to wait 3.5 years? And what's even your rate of return? Okay, this one you want a high accounting rate of return. Okay, let's revisit it. Fast track, accounting rate of return here. So it's $8,000, rate of return. Okay, here it says you get 26.25% return. Again, you got to evaluate. That's your return on your investment. Are you happy with that? Some say, nope, we want 30. Some might want 20. That's great. And a lot of these are going to depend on what's your company's goal, what's your targets, what do you think you can get for it. And again, the problem with the biggest weakness it has, the time value of money. And then focus on income, not cash flows. You might have a lot of non-cash expenses, such as depreciation. Again, income generated from capital investment. So we see here, it's 41% return. Now, the one that does take into consideration your time value of money is this one, the NPV, the net present value. So again, it applies a bit, the net present value of money. Because this one takes into account, we estimate, well, how much is money worth going to be, let's say, $1 today worth even a year from now, 2 years from now. So that you want to discount the net cash flows and subtract the initial amount. Again, the required return says, well, some companies have a required returns hurdle rate. How's the cost of capital going to be? So it says right here, you want to use a table in your books. It's okay at 12%. What's a 12 at 1? 12 at 2, and you write it, you put the percentages down. It says, well, $4,100 1 year from now it's worth $3,661. And we keep going. It says, well, overall, our net cash flows will have $30,800. Except by year 8, its value is, because the time value of money is $20,367 investment. So again, overall, you're making money off it. You got to decide, are you happy with that net present value? Do you want more or less? If you notice as time goes on, the percentage goes down because, well, like I talked about earlier, money loses value over time. Again, usually good rule of thumb, if it's over 0, you want to accept it. Below 0, of course, means you're losing. Of course, you don't want to invest in that. Again, any uneven cash flows, same thing here again. This you want to use right here, the present value. Whatever 1 is to 10%. There's a table in your book. You don't need to memorize them, just you got to be able to know how to use the table. Look at some of these here too, such as profitability index. Okay, cannot fund all. We can't fund all of them. You want to find, okay, which one has the highest profitability index? It's below 1, it's negative. So we know, option 3 is out. So of course, obviously you want the one with the highest one. Again, the limit firms. Again, you can't accept all your positive net present value. You got to look at, okay, look at some things extra. What's our external forces? Maybe competition. What can you really handle? Maybe by management. Management says, nope, sorry, I can only do this one. You only have a certain amount of hours and time. Again, who has the higher net present value here? Again, continue on. It's okay, present value of 1 and 10%, and so on. Minus that, so again, overall here's how much your project makes. It says project A. Again, here's the table in your book you want to use, table B1. Now you want to do the same thing now for B. If you notice, these stay the same here, the 0.9018264. B, that was going to be a little bit lower. So obviously you want to pick A because it has the higher net present value. And other things you look at here besides that, you always want to look at the internal rate of return. Is it giving you a return? Here the net present value equals 0, the interest rate. Okay, and again, take whatever the cost is, divide by your annual net cash inflows, your estimated. So identify it, find it on the table there, the 2.40. So here it says, well, at 12%. And again, if it's over, obviously greater than 0%, invest, less than 0%, don't invest. Okay, look at an example here. We get present value, amount invested. So in this case, get it found in the book, 7.36, be about 6%. It's lower than the hurdle rate. It says, well, sorry, we want 6.5%, you can only do 6. Nope, and that should not be purchased. Okay, these are good examples of what's in your textbook. Here's what you should be using for each rate. Present value, future value, present value of annuity, future value of annuity. Again, each one has different, advantages, disadvantages for each one. Again, investment project. Again, break-even time. Time value to money. Payback period. Yeah, if you want to do another good tool to use, you can even use Excel for this. That's fine. Excel is actually a really good tool to calculate your net present values. All right. All right, class. Everyone's doing well. Let me know if anyone has any questions. Okay? Thank you.